What did our wonderful leaders do during this? Here's how they handled the people. As the people started black markets and started growing these gardens and selling what they could to get, people started to try and survive through exercising their personal freedoms. And here's one of the ways here's their comments about this. This is coming from Kim Jong-il. As well as any of the world's strongmen, he understood perfectly the cliche that an absolutist regime needs absolute power. Everything good in life was to be bequeathed by the government. He couldn't tolerate people going off to gather their own food or buying rice with their own money. Telling people to solve the food problem on their own only increases the number of farmers markets and peddlers. In addition, this creates egoism among the people, and the base of the party's class may come to collapse. So he's trying to stop people from solving the problems themselves, which they have the capability to do. And I don't talk about it too deeply in here, but they go into the massive black market that was started. And there was people that were surviving or people that were doing that were figuring out a way to make money. And Kim Jong-il retaliated against that free market excessively to try and stop it. It was better that people die of starvation than they have the freedom to try and get their family to survive. And here's an example of what they did with one man that was trying to get money so his family could survive. Back to the book. The man was accused of climbing electric poles and cutting copper wire to sell. The theft caused extensive damage to the nation's property and was done with the intention to damage our social system. It was an act of treason that aided the enemies of the socialist state. The prosecutor read, his voice bellowing through the scratchy speakers. Then a man acting as a sort of lawyer for the accused spoke, although he offered no defense. I have determined that what the prosecutor says is true. The accused is hereby sentenced to death, and the sentence will be carried out immediately, decreed a third man. The condemned man was bound to a wooden stake at the eyes, the chest, and the legs. The firing squad would aim to sever the ropes in order. 3 bullets in each location, 9 in total, top to bottom. First, the lifeless head would slump over so that the body would crumple in an orderly heap at the foot of the stake. Neat and efficient. It would look like the condemned man was bowing in death, as if to apologize. A murmur went through the crowd, who thought the execution was excessive punishment for a minor theft. The electric lines weren't working anyways. The few meters of copper wiring the man had stolen probably had gotten him no more than a few bags of rice. A pity. He has a younger sister, somebody said. 2 sisters, said another. The man's parents must be dead. Clearly, he knew nobody with influence to intervene on his behalf. He probably had a poor class background as well. Maybe he was the son of a miner. The shots rang out. Head, chest, legs. The head burst open like a water balloon. Blood spurted out over the dirt, almost spilling onto the feet of the crowd.